Unit 5, Lesson 48, Writing. What role does science play in our lives nowadays? Let's see what I can come up with. And I'm looking forward to receiving your composition, right? Have fun. Try to implement the new vocabulary that you've learned in this unit, okay? Let's see what I can write. What role does science play in our lives nowadays? Science plays a vital role in our lives nowadays. As a matter of fact, it is the cornerstone. Do you remember this word? The cornerstone that have made it possible for mankind to achieve this level of evolution. Science plays a vital role in our lives nowadays. As a matter of fact, it is a cornerstone that have made it possible for mankind to achieve this level of evolution. So cornerstone is similar to pillar, okay? Pillar. And I'm going to use this word pillar because it's an important word when it comes to science, okay? When it comes to progress, no. But for science, we wouldn't have progressed to this level of development. Science plays a vital role in our lives nowadays. As a matter of fact, it is a cornerstone that have made it possible for mankind to achieve this level of evolution. But for science, I'm going to explain you this structure, but for science, we wouldn't have progressed to this level of development. I don't mean humans would have remained stuck during the fire discovery. But we wouldn't have figured out how to fly. We wouldn't have figured out how to fly from one continent to the other. Talking about airplanes, right? We wouldn't have figured out how to fly from one continent to the other without a shadow of a doubt. Okay? I don't mean humans would have remained stuck during the fire discovery, but we wouldn't have figured out how to fly from one continent to the other without a shadow of a doubt, okay? science has helped the humanity. No, science has helped man achieve. I used achieved already. So reach the such a great level of progress that it is difficult to imagine life without all the breakthroughs that have been made. You know, breakthroughs. I didn't explain about but for science and breakthroughs. Breakthroughs. So, but for science means without science, okay? But for your help, it means without your help, okay? But for, without. It's an expression in English, and it's very used. And breakthroughs means discoveries. Discoveries, okay? Science has helped man reach such a great level of progress that it's difficult to imagine life without all of the breakthroughs that have been made. Let alone the technology that dictates our lives today. Talking about the latter, nice structure for you to learn. The former and the latter. The former and the latter. Ok? O primeiro, o último. Okay? The former and the latter. When you mention two things, the former the first, the latter the last. So I'm talking about let alone the technology that dictates our lives today. So the latter here, I'm talking about the technology, okay? The first is the progress and the breakthrough. Actually, the first is the breakthroughs and the progress. And the latter, technology. So talking about the latter, talking about technology, people have become highly addicted to many tools derived from technology that it's very unlikely, do you remember? It's very unlikely that we could perform our daily tasks without them. Them what? Them many tools derived from technology. Okay? However, okay, a connector of contrast. However, high is, however, notwithstanding is a connector of contrast. Notwithstanding all of this development, I truly believe science should be better and encouraged in elementary and high schools. Okay. From where I stand, I see the generation. No, from where I stand, I see I truly believe science should be better encouraged in elementary and high schools. We need more discoveries and inventions to move forward. And there are plenty of ideas that depend on the development. I use development here and development here. So, and there are plenty of ideas that depend on the progress of science, such as the possibility of living on Mars, maybe, or on the moon, as well as not depending, as well as the interruption of the dependency of fossil fuels. Okay. To conclude, there's no doubt in my mind, that science is the base that there's no doubt in my mind that science is the... Yeah, I take time to write. I'm sorry. I don't write about science that often, so it's a little bit challenging for me to write about it, okay? But never give up. Never give up. So to conclude, there's no doubt in my mind that science is the base of the evolution, and thus the more investment in science we have, be it financial or intellectual, the more. To conclude, there's no doubt in my mind that science is the base of the evolution. Base of evolution. No, it's the base of the evolution. And thus, the more investment in science we have, be it financial or intellectual, the more outcomes we'll have. Beautiful. Woo! Hard, huh? Yes. So that's my writing. It's not a masterpiece, but okay, it will do. All right? Have fun, enjoy yourself, and I'm looking forward to receiving your writing. All right? And I see you for the next unit, Unit 6. Goodbye.